Hey y'all, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. We are about to embark on my channel's annual spring cleaning series, but this year is gonna be different because I'm in a different space in my life. This year is gonna be all about how do you make spring cleaning simple and enjoyable. Didn't know those two things were possible, did you? But they are, and I'm gonna show you how. Now, let's talk about who this video is for. If you are someone who you just haven't cleaned in a while, no judgment, but haven't cleaned in a while and you are just overwhelmed to start, this video is for you. If you are someone who dreads cleaning, it's like your worst nightmare, but you know it needs to be done and you're just kind of hoping for a more positive experience, this video is for you. If you're at a point in your life like me where simplifying and enjoying the process of anything that you go to do is your number one priority, this video is for you. Now, I mentioned this is part of a spring cleaning series on my channel. We're going to be doing the whole house today, minus the kitchen and the bathrooms, because that's important enough. I feel like they deserve their own video. But make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of the videos that I put out with this spring cleaning series. And with that, let me present to you my tips on how you can make spring cleaning simple and enjoyable.
The first tip I have for you is to make a plan. Now, this is most often ignored by people, but it is the best way to make the process simple on yourself. So I want you to go room by room and make a list of all the cleaning tasks that need to be done, all of them. Ignore declutter tasks, ignore organizing tasks, because we are spring cleaning today. We are not spring decluttering. That's another video. But look at everything you could possibly do that has to do with cleaning. So after you've made your list of everything that can possibly be cleaned, my next tip is don't try to do it all. And I know that's a bit counterintuitive, but you've got this really long list of everything that can be cleaned. Just look through and circle the worst offenders, like the things that just drive you nuts when you walk into a room, or the things that you just know that you've ignored for way too long. Everything else can be done another day. So example for me in my dining room, these baseboards you're looking at have got to be cleaned. They're awful, but the windows can wait for another day.
The next tip I have for you is to chunk it out. Nobody ever said you have to do all your spring cleaning in a single day or a single weekend. That's just putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. Do what you can, when you can, with the time and most importantly, the energy that you have available to you. Just make sure that you are consistently making progress. Otherwise, you just won't get it completed. And just a bit of a pro tip here, because I've been there, done that. If you find yourself consistently procrastinating more than consistently cleaning, you've probably overcomplicated your list. So just go back to basics, pull your list back out, simplify it down, and try again.
The fourth tip I have for you is to set your environment. So I like to go around the house, turn on all the lights. I like to open the windows and doors, assuming it's a lovely day outside. And then I will light a candle in whichever room I'm going to start cleaning in. And I'll turn on something like an audiobook or a Spotify playlist, something like that. And I'll start cleaning. When I'm done, I will blow out the candle and then I will sit and enjoy the clean space that I just did. Just for a moment, got to reward yourself, then you get back to cleaning. The fifth tip I have for you is to reframe how you approach spring cleaning and come at it with a more mindful approach. I think we can all agree that home is much more than just a physical space. It is a physical space, but home is also a feeling. And I want us all to slow down and be present. Think of the feeling of home that you're creating as you go through your spring cleaning list. Be fully engaged in each activity. Yes, it is going to be slower, but hey, that's why I told you don't try to tackle everything on your list. It is going to be slower, but slow is what I'm craving in life right now, slow and enjoyable. I want to be grateful for the people and the activities that make up my home and make up the task that I'm cleaning. Like right now, I'm cleaning the boot tray. I can be so grateful for the adventures that we came home with muddy boots and dropped our boots in the tray, you know. Here I'm cleaning up dog toys and I can be so grateful for my dog. There's a way to enjoy the process of cleaning. Now you get to areas like this where I clearly have not cleaned this in years and I could feel really bad about it. I could feel really guilty. I could feel really grossed out. Or I could just get to cleaning and tell myself I didn't clean it because I was doing other things. I was living life. Don't beat yourself up about spring cleaning. Just do what you can and enjoy it. And then be really glad that it's clean afterwards.
No one's there, and you wonder who even cares. Oh, come back to your breath, don't drift away from me. I will.
So in full transparency, and also just to alleviate some of the pressure you might be putting on yourself, that's literally all I did today in this first day of spring cleaning. I did everything on my checklist in the living room, and I did everything on my checklist in the dining room. It is currently 5:15. Could I do more? Absolutely. Do I want to? No, I'm not going to, because there's other things that I want to do with my Sunday night. I need to get ready for work tomorrow. I need to do some editing on a video. I want to hang out with Jared, maybe watch a movie, need to cook dinner. Like, I have other things I need to do, and you know, the world's not going to stop spinning if I don't finish my spring cleaning in a single day. So don't put that much pressure on yourself. So instead, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to read this book that I'm reading. I'm going to drink some chamomile tea from my favorite mug. It has a quote from Ram Dass on it. It says, "Be here now." I love the gold lettering too. And you know, this quote is actually kind of what got me thinking about the new direction that I want to take my channel content. Be here now. I want to be intentional about how I'm living my life. I want to still do homemaking, because home to me is, I mean, I may have said it earlier, home to me is a physical space, but it's also a feeling. And I want to be intentional about how I'm creating that feeling. I want to simplify things, and I just want to be here now. So cheers.
To remind you of before, we can fly away from here. We can stay close, my dear. Swept up in the...
It is yet another day of spring cleaning. This time we're gonna start on the stairs, because that needs to happen. And if I do nothing else today, I wanna get the stairs done. So I don't know if you remember, but there's a whole lot of hair everywhere. Let's take a look. I'm just gonna sit down here next to my stairs. You probably can't see in this particular camera angle, but in the crevice, there is so much dog hair. Like, just look. I'm just gonna pick some up. Like, oh my gosh, so gross. My dog sheds, and clearly I do not vacuum the staircase as much as I should. So that's what we're gonna do now.
Our fears, how are we supposed to know on our own? Together we can go slow. Why don't you leave it all to me? I know how hard it all can be. I'm here to hold your hand through this. Whoa, I'll be beside you all alone. My love for you is so strong. We're right where we belong. Wander around the same old town. Your best kept secrets underground.
All right, so that took longer than expected. I know, like, as I was doing this, I was giving you guys little sneak peeks of like how much hair was coming off of each stairs. I have now done all of these stairs. Let me see. Oh, I can't. There you go. All of these stairs. I vacuumed first, and then I did this little thing. Can we just look at the pile of hair after vacuuming that has now come up? Look at this. Oh, I mean, it's about as big as my face.
On my chest, My heart beats for you. I keep my arms out and hold you like before. We can fly away.
All right, if you're still with me and listening, I want to talk just a bit about the new direction that I want to take my channel in. If you've heard my story of why I named my channel every 5 years, then you might already know this, but essentially I woke up one day at 35 and I realized I was completely different than I was at age 30, and different even at 30 than I had been at 25. So basically the concept, like I had 5 years to become the next version of myself, whoever I wanted that to be, was born. Well, 2 months from now, I turn 40, and right on cue, I'm starting to be really interested in different things than I was at 35, and I want to focus on a new mindset. So while my channel is still going to be homemaking, I want to take a more mindful approach. I'm more interested in simplicity and slow living, being intentional about what I do and where I spend my time. I want to live more seasonally and in tune with nature, things like that. So on the channel, I hope to cover topics like simple meal planning or cleaning routines to keep your house tidy so that you can spend more time enjoying family and adventures. Maybe even sustainable living and how to start that journey, because that's something I'm really interested in right now. I will obviously talk about decluttering and simplifying your stuff, but I also just want to talk about simplifying your life, because it's more than just physical stuff. I hope these topics interest you and that you stick around with me for the next 5 years of my journey. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the new direction, and if there are any topics that you'd love for me to cover, I am all ears.
I wonder how come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds?
I hope you enjoyed this first video in my spring cleaning series. Don't forget, we have the kitchen and the bathrooms coming up, so make sure you subscribe so that you can see those when those videos are released. But I hope my tips gave you some hope, maybe, that spring cleaning doesn't have to be a chore. Like, I truly believe home is a place you live in, but home is also a feeling, and spring cleaning can help you create the feeling that you are hoping for. So with that, let's blow out the candle and call this video a wrap.
Just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring?